Hello everyone and welcome to the Championship Season Predictions. Subscribe, like, comment and share because we are here to discuss my thinking on who will go to the Prem and who will get relegated. So sit back and enjoy because we are about to kick it off. So, bottom to top, like I did in the Premier League, but since there's more teams in this division, we are going to skip the middle section on the table list because anyone could go anywhere, and that is usually what happens. But we will talk about my team, Cardiff, and Swansea, unfortunately. But yeah, the three teams I'm predicting, of course, as you can see, is Derby County, Oxford United, and Stoke City. Now, Stoke play a bit of a rugged play style, and Oxford, as much as I really want them to stay up, I reckon the quality of other teams will show. And Derby County. I mean, Derby County themselves is going to be a tricky task to stay in the league. So yeah, we got Stoke City, who's been there a while now. They up and down all season long. They will be, but this season I'm predicting relegation for the Stoke City army. And Oxford, unfortunately for Oxford, they have got some fantastic youngsters like ex-Cardiff City players like Mark Harris, Kieran Brown. They got loads of others. So yeah, hopefully it is going to be a good season, and hopefully I'm wrong because let's be fair, Oxford can go and do the business. Right, the three relegated clubs out the way. Oh, of course, Derby, of course. They're always a good team in the Championship. They've been there a long time. So, hopefully, this does not come true for you. But I'm predicting them to go down. Right. Just escaping the trapdoor to League One is, of course, Swansea City, the Jacks. And they, of course, will have a poor season, in my opinion. And yeah, I think it's going to be very close towards the end of the season. Similar to last season, where about 8 teams were within about 5 points of each other. So yeah, it's going to be tight at the bottom with Swansea. QPR, likewise, I think it's going to be close at the end with QPR. Plymouth escaping, of course, which is always a good sign for Wayne Rooney anyway, because I reckon Rooney will get the sack Christmas time. Their new manager comes in with a new manager bounce, then I think Plymouth will be safe. But if Rooney stays all season, then they're relegated. Let's just be frank about that. So we move on to Sheffield Wednesday, which is a good team as well. They have their first derby in a long time this season with Sheffield United, of course, amongst a few others. Blackburn Rovers, 17th, gonna be a good team to see because they sometimes are not the greatest to watch, but they were the greatest when, of course, they played against Derby County. So yeah, Watford 16th, generic really. I think a lot of people will either have Watford where I put them or Watford in the playoffs. Watford are a funny team like that. They can spring a surprise out of somewhere or nowhere. So yeah, Watford 16th, Millwall 15th. Obviously, former Cardiff manager, of course, Neil Harris, is in charge of the Mill, and It's going to be interesting for Neil Harris to see what happens with him, if he lasts the season or not. So 15th, excuse me, for Millwall. Next up is Pompey, 14th in the table, and is pretty much a solid return to the Championship after 10 or so years. It's going to be interesting to see Pompey back in the Championship. So yeah, they will cause surprises like they did against Leeds. So who knows, but it's looking promising so far for Portsmouth. Of course, this video will come out on the Monday or Tuesday, one or the other. So yeah, it is Sunderland next, 13th. They are good. They're doing good this season. They got a quality team. They can go on the attack, and they play attractive football. They do. So I won't be disappointed if we see Sunderland maybe further up the table. Next up is Bristol, of course. Obviously Cardiff City rivals. Same-side derby. Bristol are similar to Stoke, they're up and downs. I mean, I think Bristol are. I'm not sure when they last went in the Prem, but I reckon Bristol could. Sometimes you look at a team and you think, could they actually make the playoffs? I mean, anyone from 7th down to Bristol could make a late charge towards the playoffs, of course. So yeah. Next up is my team, of course, Cardiff City, 11th. A solid return, of course. Or the hierarchy are expecting basically a top 6 finish. Obviously, Mr. Vincent Tan himself, the owner of Cardiff City from Malaysia, wants to get top 2, but top 6 would be acceptable. I don't think it's gonna be looking that good. We need some more quality strikers, if that. We need some more quality in the team. And yeah, because players like Isaac Davis is out injured, and Robinson is out injured as well. So we're relying on basically 2 strikers, which is never a good sign. And what if Aaron Ramsey gets injured again? Has another season-long injury, which could cause havoc in our midfield. So they did play a good amount of good football against Sunderland, so who knows? So yeah, Cardiff 11th, Preston North End is 10th. No reason for Preston not to finish high this season. Preston are, I think, the only team amongst a few that have not even been in the Premier League. So yeah, it's interesting to see if ever the North End team make it to the Prem. So yeah, 10th for Preston North End. Hull City, obviously a good matchup between Hull and Cardiff in the past. I've got them 9th. They are a good team. The Tigers are pretty much in or around the playoffs in general. I know they lost a few players, but they gained a few, so I don't know with Hull. Coventry always there, close to the playoffs, and West Brom never just reaching the playoffs, but never exactly making the playoffs. So in the playoffs we have Norwich, we have Sheffield United, Middlesbrough, and Burnley. Now Burnley, I mean, it's going to be close at the end with Burnley, and it's going to be very It's going to be very tight in the top 2 and 3 and potentially 4th. Middlesbrough, I'm expecting Middlesbrough to do really good. I'm expecting Burnley to do really good, and I'm expecting Sheffield to do good, and Norwich. So I reckon it's a toss-up really between Norwich and West Brom, or Norwich and Coventry. Who knows? But I'm predicting a tight end to the finish between Burnley. I think Sheffield United, Norwich, West Brom, Coventry, and Hull are all going to be close to the finish, obviously. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And of course, I have got Middlesbrough to win in the playoff final. I'm predicting Middlesbrough against Burnley in the final. Two teams, of course, two teams that are known to be really compact, really end-to-end like football, and it's going to be interesting if Sheffield United can make it back, or Norwich. Of course, all these teams have got history in the Prem, so yeah, Middlesbrough I'm predicting to win the playoffs, to go to the Premier League. Leeds first and Luton second. Now, Leeds, I'm expecting a good turnout for Leeds. They are really good, entertaining football, end to end, quick players, and they are good to grab a lot of goals. So I'm expecting Leeds to at least be first or second, really. And I'm expecting if Luton get the players, because at the moment Luton have got the same players they had 2 seasons ago, so that got promoted to the Prem before. So if they just add just 2 or 3 more players, just to mix it up a bit, just to add a bit more quality, then I'm thinking Luton will be second. But it is going to be tight between Luton and Burnley for second and third. So yeah. Well, that is my prediction for the championship in 2024-25. This will be coming out in Tuesday, I think. So yeah. On Monday, we got my reaction to Cardiff either winning or losing away against Burnley. So enjoy that if you can. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know down below what your predictions are for the upcoming championship season. Of course, we're a week in already now, so you guys know roughly what the table could look like. And yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Sam ReaN. This is my championship EFL championship predictions 24-25, and I will be seeing you next time. Thank you and goodbye.